Hey there again. So right off the bat, you need to know that Earphone ANC is nowhere as good as Headphone ANC. And maybe this is because the earphones only do anything with the sounds that are directly entering the ear canal, rather than those that are being transmitted through the whole side of your head. In fact, when I got my Earfun Free Pro earphones, the effect of the ANC was so low I wondered whether mine were even working or whether I might have a dud pair. So I asked Earfun whether I should send them back for a replacement, and this was their answer. The absolute best noise cancelling earbuds on the market merely reduce noise and work best with low frequency. They also don't work well for all sounds. So this made me think, well, first, okay, Earfun are being refreshingly honest, acknowledging they're not the best, but also just how good can earbuds noise cancelling get? Well, today I've got the recognised class-leading Sony WF-1000XM3 together with the new Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro, and pitted them against the very nice sounding Liberty Air 2 Pro that won the ANC battle against the Earfun Free Pro in my previous comparison video. And I can tell you there were some really surprising results. Now, as well as how effective the noise cancelling was, there was also a big difference in the noise cancelling modes available, like ambient or pass-through, how you can activate those modes, so via touching the earbuds, via the app, which of course requires that you be connected to and listening via a phone that supports the app rather than a laptop, say, or via other actions like simply speaking, for example. Also how the modes are indicated either via words or sounds played through the earbud, and perhaps most importantly, the effect the modes have on the sound quality of the music you're playing. So stick around for the analysis when I'll get more into all this. But for now, have a listen for yourself to how good the noise cancellation of each is as I go through them in turn in a noisy room filled with city traffic sounds. Welcome to GI Chow. So starting with the Samsung. Sony. With the sound. So what did you hear? To me, the ANC of the Liberty Air 2 Pro trumped the Sony, which in turn trumped the Samsung. Now when I say trumped, you need to get this in context. I did a recent video comparing the Liberty Air 2 Pro against the Earfun Free Pro that showed a limited effect of Earphone ANC in reducing just specifically low frequency sounds that you'd encounter say on a plane or near an aircon unit or fast moving traffic, for example. It offered very little cancellation of higher frequencies beyond what the passive earplug type isolation of the earphone itself offered. So let's take a look at each earbud in turn, considering the noise cancelling modes, their activation, indication, effect on sound quality. The Samsung Galaxy Buds Pro has 3 modes: off, noise cancelling with 2 levels, and ambient with 4 levels. You can configure activation via touch and hold on either earbud, or via the app, or via voice detect, where you simply start talking and it turns ambient mode on within a second and keeps it on for 10 seconds after it last heard your voice. This does seem to distinguish one's voice from that of others, or background TV say. They only let you hear while you're in a conversation. Helpfully, when one earbud is removed, it does turn ANC off on the one left in, so you can hear almost as clearly with one removed as with both. But you can't switch ANC off via touch once it's turned on. You can only toggle between ambient and noise cancelling, unless you use the app, which of course is only available while you're listening to your phone. So those who like to completely switch off the effect of the noise cancelling modes, in case there's an effect on sound quality, can't. Indication is just via melodies. There's a longer melody for ANC. Though being in ambient mode is fairly obvious where there are sounds around. As far as the effect on sound quality goes, both ambient and ANC have little effect other than perhaps a slight boost to deep bass, so bass drums, for example, become a little bit more noticeable. Now when ambient mode is activated via voice control, then the music drops in volume by maybe 5 notches, but not otherwise. Now moving on to Sony, again there are 3 modes: off, noise cancelling with 2 levels, and ambient with 20 levels, each of which has an optional voice focus, so effectively 40 ambient levels. Activation via touch means assigning one of the 5 touch functions available to either the left or the right bud, so you have to entirely forego some functions like volume or track skip if you want to activate ANC via touch. You can, however, configure action and location based activation modes, which is the most sophisticated of all 3 earphones here. Indication is the clearest by wordy feedback of the mode that you're in, ambient of noise cancelling. However, there is no noticeable effect on the sound quality of music playback. The Liberty Air 2 Pro again has 3 modes: off, noise cancelling with 4 levels, though one of which is custom, whose effect is difficult to figure out, and ambient with 2 levels. Activation via touch is via double touch or a 2-second hold. However, these are the only touch functions on the Liberty Air 2 Pro. There's no single touch, so you have to forego some functions like volume and track skip to enjoy ANC activation via touch. Indication of modes is via bongs, though ANC has the shortest bong, so which bong sound means which mode is not obvious. Now ANC of the Liberty Air 2 Pro has the biggest effect on sound quality of the earphones in this group. Significantly it boosts the level of bass, and you can hear that in my other video comparing it to the Earfun Free Pro. So to sum up, the best noise cancellation comes from one of the latest entries, the Liberty Air 2 Pro. Now the ANC changes the level of bass when music is playing, as you'll hear in my previous video, and indication sounds are not intuitive. In all cases, assigning a touch control for activating the noise cancelling modes means you'll lose either some touch, volume or track skip control. The best ambient performance comes from the Galaxy Buds Pro, where ambient sounds could even seem louder than with the earphones completely out of your ear. They also offer innovative voice activation of ambient mode that really works. The Sony, meanwhile, has solid ANC and ambient modes that don't impact the sound quality, and even now some of the most innovative activation modes based on action and location, though whether they actually work for you in real world cases will depend on your individual use cases. So which do you think is the best? Or would the best be some hybrid that takes features from each? For now, let everyone know what you think in the comment below, and if you take a second to tap the like button, that will help others find this content and support more content from this channel. I'll link to the raw recordings of the effect of ANC as well as the noise cancelling modes and the passive isolation of simply having an earbud in your ear blocking sound. But for now, you all stay safe, take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye.